Hello everyone, and welcome to another One Piece manga chapter read along. Today I'm going to be reading chapter 1179 right after watching One Piece episode 1156, right? So, One Piece anime is officially back. And the first episode, I started off by saying before I watched it that I don't want to put my expectations up because, well, you can just go watch the reaction. But in the end, it was perfect. I loved it. In the live chat, we have Tiago, Hunter, Cherry, Booty, Modru. Mugiwara is here. Sal is here. Davy D. Guts. And Hachi Jack has moved from YouTube to Twitch to join us. Yay! What is WoW? What is WoW? And Odinoko is here. So if I didn't give you a shout out, don't worry about it. Just chat and your name will appear. So, I'm going to start by just checking the last 2 pages of the last chapter. And then show off my awesome t-shirt. This one was from Antonio, right? And yeah, then we can get started. So I just want to recap a little bit where we ended a week ago. Imagine being on YouTube and not joining us on Twitch. Yeah, imagine. I'm going to stick to doing my streams on my read-alongs on Twitch. I think it's better not to go to YouTube, the main channel, and then upload it to the manga channel. It's a little bit like a roundabout thing. So I'm just gonna read them live here because I've been streaming here all day. It's been 6.5 hours. Switching over just ends up making me lazy because I take a break in between and it's like, which was nice sometimes, but yeah, it's better to just upload it from here straight to YouTube, and then if anyone wants to watch it back later, it's gonna be there. Okay, outside the Western Village. So this is the end of 1178. We see, what's this guy's name? The one with the thorns? Curse you, Earth, yow. And then with his metal heart or whatever that might be. Then we have Team Luffy. Loki. Foog. Do you think I have food? Go to the village. Why do you look like that? Square. Food. What is squir? Anyway. We then obviously saw IMU leaving the ice, just kind of fading away. And a lot of people last week were saying about how IMU got beaten. Oh, IMU, oh. And remember we were saying, I don't think this means what you think it means. I don't really think, but yeah, we'll see. Because Imu then says at the end of the chapter, I will be leaving the Holy Land for a time. So here we go. Officially switching over to 1179. Don't forget, I read the chapter on Shonen Jump app on my phone. Recently someone said that I should read the chapter on a bigger screen, and I'm like, sure, you can buy me an iPad. I would love that. But I'm not going to be reading it on the Viz Media website because I just prefer, the phone is very convenient, and yeah, I don't need more reason than that. So the first one is, I mean, not the first one, the reader request is the first page that I'm seeing is the picture that's always drawn by Oda based on what people request. Ace and Otama and Yamato leading boar piglets on a hike down a wetlands path. by Nayoma Wants to Travel. That is a very specific request. I love it. Where's Otama? Oh, there she is. That is so cute. And isn't it so nice to see Ace and Yamato together? Something we'll never have. Oh, okay. And the first page starts. Great Emu, did I hear that right? You don't mean to go to Elbaf, do you? Please don't do this. You mustn't descend to the lower world. Do not be so smug and secure. Do you think that the Holy Land can remain safe forever? Garling. With Shamrock's return, it seems that the situation is quelled, but the lower world's plan to starve us out still continues. Dignity and power will not fill our stomachs. What can we do on our own? What we need right now is the military might to keep the rest of the world under our thumb. And then there's the former Navy headquarters. Gotcha. Garling, where is all the food? This isn't very celestial dragony. I warned you about this, York. The Holy Land is under a food shortage, and one of the things that can break the siege is the Mother Flame. If you want to live like a celestial dragon, hurry up and produce energy for us. But I'm hungry. This wasn't part of the deal. Needless to say, your original form, Vegapunk, is one of the rebellious forces arrayed against us. Consider this a way for you to take responsibility for yourself. And then she just screams in frustration. Gotcha. It's been one disaster after another, and it all started after the arrival of Nika. Is it coincidence or fate? Be that as it may, great Emu, you should not leave Pangaea Castle. What is Pangaea? Is that a real word or place in our world? Pangaea. Like in history. Why does it seem like a familiar word to me? You should not leave the castle. We can send the Navy admirals from headquarters to Elbaf. It sounds like Pangea, a supercontinent before the Earth was divided. Oh, right. I feel like we talked about that before. It was the Earth 200 million years ago, or like the surface. All the continents were still together. That's crazy. We actually know so little about our own history, huh? But like our lives in the span of eternity, in the span of the Earth's existence, we're not really much, you know? It's like I'm saying this for the fourth time today, but during the Mushishi reactions, there was a quote, and I applied it to something that I said before. Let me just quickly read it. It said, "Morning blossoms fall flower by flower. Today, as every day, the sun sets and rises. Flowers bloom throughout the area, but they're not yesterday's flowers." Like, I applied it to people's lives. Like, a flower blooms one day and is dead the next to us, you know? Some insects have the lifespan of a couple of days or hours even. And that seems like nothing to us. But 80 years, the average lifespan of, well, I think the average is like 65 or something. But the average lifespan of a person is like in the span of eternity. It's about as much as a flower blooming and then overnight and then dying the next day. If you divide Earth's lifetime in a day, humans appeared in the last 2 minutes. Civilization in the last second. That really puts things into perspective, huh? And we know so little, but we think we know so much. Because from our perspective, from our little brief civilization, we seem to know a lot. Like, oh, we can split atoms and, we can do some pretty cool stuff. We can go to the moon, But that's society can do a few cool things, but individually, what do we know? What can we do? What does our lives mean? Not much, huh? Not much. It's not supposed to be like a bad thing though. It just puts things into perspective. It doesn't mean we should stop caring or stop trying. We still have our 80 years and we can still do as best as we can if we want to live a nice life. But it's just sometimes you need to put things into perspective. You need to take a step back and just like think about things, not just what they are like right here in front of our face, but like, So anyway, Pangaea Castle, what? Imu wants to leave. You should not leave the castle. We can send the Navy Admiral. I still can't say admirals! Every single time! We can send the Navy Admirals from headquarters to Elbaf. Every time. No. Just count the number of situations we're dealing with right now. There's too much going on. Then we should head into the field again. And how good did that work out for you last time, huh? This is no longer coincidence, War Curie. Arrogance, sloth, detachment, pride, casteth away these things at once. All is preordained. Preordained? Like fate? Like pre-decided? Sounds boring to me. Isn't that what Shinra said? So then there's a memory of Chebek saying, I will be back. I'll be back. Roger saying, you'll have to search the whole world. It seems Neptune had a daughter. They stole the devil fruit. What is in Elbaf? We found out who the pirate captain in the mists is. He is Loki, Harald's son. Whoa. Pirate captain in the mists? Do you remember it? It's not, it just reminded me of, before Sky Island, remember the shadows? Like those giant shadows? That was pretty cool, right? We found out who the pirate captain in the mists is. It's Loki, Harald's son. Whitebeard protected him? Who is it? Monkey D. Luffy. Who is that? Marshall D. Teach. Nefertari D. Lily. Joy Boy. Davy Jones. Still you continue to torment Moo. I desire Vivi. It all began long before this. No. First Blackblade. Blackblade. Blackbeard. First Blackbeard has pudding. Now Emu wants Vivi. Leave my girls alone. Sorry, Blackblade is someone in the community that was here earlier. And also we call him BB. And the Blackbeard we type BB. So I just got confused. Blackbeard, Blackblade. It all began long before this. Great Emu! The Holy Land I leave to thee. But, great Emu, the lower world, you are what? We do not have the right to stop the Great One. But still, if Great Emu leaves this castle, no need to say it. We all know. It is by the Great One's design. What does that mean? What does that mean? You have memes about Emu and Vivi, do I want to know? Espada says, now the art that I saw on Facebook makes sense. That's what I'm talking. Oh my God. How old are you? You have Facebook? I thought you were my age. Facebook? Really? I'm joking. How are people getting I'm so thankful I wasn't spoiled. The only thing I've been spoiled on so far, and I spoke about this before the video, someone asked me, were you spoiled on the chapter today? But the only thing that I was spoiled on so far since switching to the manga was, I think, Chebek being who he is, you know? It means he asked his bulls and they say, we are going. None of us can prevent it. And then it's gone. It's just gone. And then there's like a rah and a grrr. And that's it. And we're gone. We're done. He left. It left. She left. They left. Sie, they, them left. What left? Imu left. Everyone was... I blame everyone. Everyone was celebrating. Ooh, Luffy and Loki. They won. Emu. Ooh, Emu. Ha ha ha. Luffy is so cool. You summoned the real Emu now. Now we have to deal with it. You tempted fate. You laughed in the face of danger. And now danger is coming to meet us for real. Okay, back at Elbaf. Hydrogen. Stanson. Look at this. One of the demons was trying to put himself together again. So, God damn it! Not again! And he's still alive? Look, it's like a magnet. Scary. Not half as scary as you. You dare call her beauty scary? Well, your emotions do seem to be messed up. He doesn't know what scary means, just like he doesn't know what joy is. Because to him, joy is pain, and pain is... I don't know. You said your name was Gerdo. I'll remember that. You better watch yourself, because I will personally see to it that you experience a miserable death, you wretch. You should look at this too. Hmm? Doom, 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 doom. A steel heart? Does that mean if we destroyed this, they won't be able to go back to normal? Oh, he said, cower in fear, you bastard! Crush it! Crush it! Sorry. By the Walrus School. Usopp, Brook, hang in there! They've got broken bones. Maybe I should cybergerize them. Where's Chopper? Quickly, Chopper! Don't cyborgerize them! I'm going to personally remember your name, Sanji, for revenge. Now, say mine. Say my name. Okay, dude. Sanji doesn't swing that way. I forget. Best Sanji line. And then we see Gunko. Why is the school frozen? It's not. I merely sapped all its heat energy. School food's frozen solid. Don't even taste good. Food. Give me. Got it. Oh, wait. He says, gotta give some. to Usopp and Brook. Not until you get back to normal. Loki, the bad guy, is he dead? It's a flash freeze. It won't be fatal. But only this guy can melt the ice. Don't worry, they're not going anywhere. Huh? What? Cyborg Usopp would be too OP. Lasers with sniper level aim. Just saying. Actually, we might be onto some. No. We have one cyborg, and it's Frankie. If we're cyborgerizing anything else, it can be one thing on one other crew member, but no more than that. Like maybe a cyber nose with a laser function. And then, I don't know, Nami see GPS on Zoro. You think he's gonna use that? He would still need to use it. The squirrel has stronger eyes than Aokiji. Well, he is a mythical squirrel. Okay, Nami sees... my god. No, I should have left this chapter to do 2 next time because... Boom! Crack! Snap, crackle, pop. No, I'm joking, but, it's here. It's here. What's that? That ain't just black smoke. Whoa! Look in the sky! A magic circle. Everyone, come quick! What's all that rumbling about? Don't worry, Nami. I'm... Sanji. Don't worry, Nami-chan. Oh my gosh. Freaking giant circle. What is it? Oh no. Dororon. Yow. What is going on? Oh my. This is so big momish. Everything's coming alive. Bororon dororo. Geho. Don. Does Imu have their own theme song? Is this someone else's power? Da-da-dan, dorororororo. I don't know. I don't know how to make a really big... I need giant cymbals for this moment. I want to use this. I need a sound effect. I thought it would be so much louder. Oh, I'm making dents in it. Look, it's all my broken hands for my figures that don't have hands anymore. That was anticlimactic. I really thought it would make like a clang. That's about as loud as I can do it. Imagine that was thunder, okay? That's the color of Supreme King. Was that from the castle? That's the same hockey from before. Inside Orast Castle. Dun dun dun! Throne room. It has a hand. What is happening? It's coughing, it's huffing, it's puffing, it's growing wings. An explosion, kaboom! Who's that? Rumbling. A wooing great one? In person? Oh my god, someone's up there on top of the castle. Creator of the world government, one of the first 20, power, the devil's fruit, king of the world, Saint Saint NERONA IMU! Holy shit! We're getting a design? What glorious hair! Oh my gosh! Who watched yesterday's episode of... No, it was like Friday. Fire Force. Yeah, Doji, that's what I thought. It's kind of funny that you skipped the title today. I skipped the title because I was looking at Yamato. What was the title? I totally didn't see the title. I was so unspoiled. Not even the chapter title could spoil me today. NERONA IMU descends. What the hell? He looks so cool. Why does he look so cool? Oh my gosh. Yesterday we watched, I don't want to spoil anyone, but we watched an episode of Fire Force. Thank you for the sub, Ikisu. 51 months. And I was joking in the Fire Force finale, and I was saying that's a different take on Gear 5 Luffy. Whoa, why the blood? The eye, that's like the eye. The eye, and then the glorious hair. The horns, the circle thing. Didn't Eneru have a circle? Look at the weapon. Oh my gosh. This moment has been all around over YouTube. That is crazy. That's so disrespectful though. But I get it. Like, people are gonna leak and people are gonna see the leaks and then they're gonna want to talk about it. I have heard people talk about the blood and what that means. What? The blood is Imu getting old from teleporting. I'm guessing he has a time limit in this form because the elders acted like he can't stay down in the overworld. You mean the lower world? The elders were really worried about him leaving the castle. Oh, okay. I'm so happy I was unspoiled today. Me too. Oh, I hate how awesome I think he looks. Wait, I'm still, like, it's right in front of me, and I'm like, still, what color do we think the skin is? Blue, red, pink, green. Rest in peace, hot female emu. I mean, we got hot. Red. Can I show you guys? Oh man, I really want to show you guys. Don't look away for like a few minutes. Like, just close your eyes. Close your eyes. Is your eyes closed if you didn't watch Fire Force, right? Your eyes are closed? Okay, don't open them until I say open them. But, oh fuck. Oh fuck. Okay, your eyes are closed. Don't open them. Here we go. Boom. That would look cool. Right? Just saying. Okay, you can open your eyes now. Stream is struggling. It looks fine on my end, but I maybe didn't see the red. Rohit says red. Hachi says brown. I think Emu Devil Fruit cost his life to use it. That's why he's the only one who can use it, since he is immortal. It's very OP, but it kills the user. Kills the user? I think Emu can still transform into a female. I have hope. It's been lagging for a while? Oh, no. Try and refresh. Why? Why on Emu's big reveal must my stream lag? Why? Ah, well, whatever. It's over now, hopefully. This is so cool. I'm so shocked. And right, like 2 days after Fire Force and and we were making jokes about Gear 5 Luffy and Fire Force and now freaking Emu. It looks so cool. Okay. So Saint Nerona Emu. What if? Because we were always talking about Lily, right? Well, I was thinking, because look. I am Nefertari Lily. Because this to me looked so emu poi, you know? Doesn't it? Doesn't it? Doesn't it? What if it's her husband? I don't know. Nerona Nefertari. What does Nerona mean? Is there like is it linked to a Latin term or Nerona meaning? Nerona is most notably known as the royal family name in One Piece, Saint Emu of the Nerona family, where it is associated with the katakana for God or Buddha. As a name, it means my candle or my light in Hebrew and is occasionally linked to the Italian city of Verona. The Nerona family was one of the 20 founding families of the world government 800 years ago, with Saint Emu of the Nerona family currently holding the empty throne. The name Nerona is considered a potential reference to God or Buddha when combined with Emu in Japanese. It may also reference Nero's torches. The etymology is derived from Hebrew origins, translating it to my candle or my light. And similar variants include Nerine, Nerida, or variations of Verona. What is Nerine or Nerida? Do not confuse with NERONA, a Japanese mythological creature. Excuse me? NERONA? What's that? A Nerona, a vampiric sea serpent who haunts shores and rivers looking for humans to eat. They are most commonly found on the shores of the island of Kyushu. It's a yokai, which resembles a reptilian creature with the head of a woman and the body of a snake. They're also seen as a paranormal. This is just interesting. I'm just looking it up because it's interesting and it sounds like Nureona. It's just cool. Whoa. before the reveal of his, form, I could imagine, imagine we knew the name NERONA before we knew, Emu's actual form. So, I could imagine this might be a serpent-like creature, that would have been pretty cool. But just because NERONA. But anyway, no. Now it's too late for that theory. I love his design. I think Emu has no gender or can be both like a god or a devil. And that's why the anime voice is a mix of male and female. Yeah, gods usually transcend, biological. Yeah, I get what you're saying. He looks even a little bit Egyptian with the spire below. Oh, true. Is he doing like this? And is he squatting? Are those his feet, or is he floating, or it, them, they, whatever, it doesn't matter. What is that thing? It's the clouds behind him. That is also something that we've seen. The circle behind people. We've seen it since Inaru's times, but even like Lucci and stuff and Luffy has like a circular cloud also behind them. It looks like he's squatting, trying to aura farm. A little bit. It's successful. So like kind of reminds me of this whole situation. But also it's not the exact same, but it's just reminiscent for me of, that. But this is more of this is like something, but this circle is more like this material, but this thing. It's a blend between the two. I miss him. He was such a great. This was one of my favorite arcs. He was a great antagonist. I wish he would come back. I want to know more about him. Damn. That's what his hair looks like under there? What? For real? I think circles represents the awakened Zoan forms. Oh, and wait, what is... we have the Buddha fruit. What is that a Zoan? Makes sense. There's gotta be a lot of static messing with his hair. The eye on his hand is also the same design that Jorah created with her art powers when she was on the Straw Hat ship during Dressrosa. What? Who's Jorah? That orange hair woman? Oh my gosh. She made art like this? Where? Do you have... Oh. 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 1, 2, 3, and then something at... Oh. What the hell? Hito no Mi model Daibutsu is a mythical Zoan. The Buddha one. Oops. Oh, did I show this? Or was I on the wrong screen? But anyway, I mean, look at that. 1, 2, 3. And on the hand, it has 3 stripes at the bottom. 1, 2, 3. But here it's like 3 eyelashes. But then it has this thing at the top. And this also has a thing at the top. This is more geometric. This is more artistic. But it does seem like the same symbol, right? Interesting. Very interesting. I have a theory that children dreamed about things and Emu made it possible, which created the devil fruits. So literally a pact with the devil. I like Vegapunk's theory more. Quantum mechanics. Buddha's is a Zawan human fruit. So the devil would also then be a Zawan fruit. Power, the devil's fruit. The devil. Satan! Oh wait, no, that's Dragon Ball. Was it revealed what kingdom Emu was the ruler of before the world government? I don't think so. Not that I remember. The devil's fruit. The devil. Not... Can someone... Does anyone have the Japanese for this? What's your prediction for the next chapters? Do you think Emu will wipe everyone? No, because he needs the giants' power. And he doesn't seem, even though he's there physically, he doesn't really seem... He can't maybe exert himself too much because it's like his life is tied to... I don't know. I have no idea what could happen because he needs the giants. You know, they said they need the military power. So what's the point of wiping everyone out? Oh, right. Let me just check the Discord, actually. One Piece manga. Let me see. Okay. Here we go. The first one is from Rohit. This design is so good. Yeah. Crazy. Look at the squat. It's insane. Who did this art? Who did it? Who did it? Where's the credit? Where's the credit? We don't share art without credit. I'm so glad Emu has a beautiful Lucifer-style design, and Lucifer's most defining trait is that he fell from heaven. In the Bible, it's called the king of this world. Probably got a time limit, like year 5. What a great design. Do it, Zoro. Break the pacemaker. Now, the houses and forest turning into a monster is bordering on Big Mom's powers. Yeah, that's what I thought. Kind of reminds me when Luffy ran into those zombie trees and tried to recruit it. Also, Emu might be getting too old to teleport now. I think the king of this world was more of a Satan-specific thing, which multiple other entities were eligible to be known as. Satan is more of a title. Lucifer is one of the eligible, but I think he would be more known as Lightbringer or Morning Star. I have no idea what that means. Streets saying Kid and Law could still make a comeback in the final saga. Is that a metal heart? Metal? Heart? This time, Emu's power is written in katakana rather than the usual kanji. Usually, when a term is written in katakana, it's used for emphasis or to give it a special or unusual nuance. Isn't it also like when it's an English word that is directly translated or something? Madara vibes. Cool. My prediction, says Davy D. Guts, is that he's going to whoop a lot of people's butt, but then he's going to run out of time and be forced to go back. Odinoko says he also doesn't sound stupid enough to just throw his weight around thinking he can body everyone. Otherwise, he would have done so. Lucifer in Latin means light bringer and referred to the morning star. It only later was attributed to Satan. I'm a bit curious about the weapon that Emu has. Yeah, that was a freaking cool looking weapon. I got this from reading Elusive Samurai, but weapons of unusual shapes in Japan are generally used for religious rituals. So in wars and fights, they would attract attention, strengthen faith and morale, but in this case, it might be both ritualist and a symbol of authority. Any case, the fact his power is just straight up called the devil's fruit is concerning. Yeah. But that is a freaking cool looking weapon. I think I said so when I saw it for the first time. Maybe the weapon is stolen from Nika. I mean, it's a bit of a stretch. 2 spears that don't look anything alike. Anything's possible, but a spear is a spear. Right? What links them other than they're both spears? I kind of want to see Loki in that fight in that giant straw hat now, especially in dragon form, where the straw hat is tiny. Now that I think about it, does Luffy's straw hat get bigger when he transforms? I'm inclined to say yes. When Toon Force can turn a tree into a baseball bat, I'm not sure if the effects are permanent though. This one is crazy. NSFW. Okay, be careful. NSFW. Close your eyes, kids. Oh my damn, what the fuck? What the fuck? Oh my god. Sounds extremely on point if you can find the right history books. Yeah, actually, wars were fought over women. Wars. Big wars. The trees and houses remind me of Big Mom. Yeah, that's what I said too. Fire Force and One Piece. Yup. Sorry, but yup. Look away. Sorry, I didn't warn you, but whoa, too cool. Okay, wait, let me just try and get that. Okay, 1179. Imu according to Sanji. Imu according to Zoro. Imu according to Luffy. Oh my god, that is terrifying. This looks like King. Damn. But yeah, broken dreams, guys. Broken dreams. I think I can get the original panel in Japanese, but it's from the leak, if you don't mind. Now that it's out, I don't really care. Yeah, I don't really care. I just don't want to talk about the leaks or acknowledge them until the chapter is officially out. In Japanese, Imu's ability is written as Akuma no Mi, but Akuma is written in katakana instead of kanji, like every other time. Like it could be the original devil fruit, the first devil fruit or something. Like just, this is the original panel in Japanese. Okay. Sekai seifu. Sekai seifu. So shu. Shu. Saishio no 20 nin. Oh, okay, because of the, yeah. One of the first 20. Noryoku. Akuma no Mi. Oh, so this is the part that's usually written differently. That's kind of big. The devil's fruit. It's not devil fruit or like gomu gomu no mi. It's the devil fruit. There are devil fruits, and then this is the devil fruit. Is it like the original? The apple from the tree? You know, the one that Eve was not supposed to eat? No chapter next week. Of course. Of course. What was that tree called again in the Garden of Eden? Imagine. There were two named trees. I forgot what their names were. While the Bible mentions many trees in Eden, two are specifically named at the center: the tree of life, symbolizing eternal life, and the tree of knowledge of good and evil, the forbidden tree. A third, often highlighted in theological reflection, is the fig tree, as Adam and Eve used its leaves to cover themselves after, you know. Anyway, since someone said Lucifer and Satan and blah blah blah, I just kind of thought the devil's fruit. You get devil's fruit, and now the devil's fruit. That's freaking crazy. And also, there were lots of biblical references in Fire Force. It was pretty cool. Pretty interesting. So, why did I want to adjust my schedule. So we had Uncle Buck, One Piece Anime, 1156 today, and One Piece Manga, 1179. That means next week, we have Magi and One Piece. Excuse me. So that means I could probably do 2.5 dimensional seduction on the 12th of April. Because right now I have it scheduled for the 18th, and it's a bit far, so I'd rather just do it maybe before Magi. Bye, Hattie. I'm so glad you made it for today. Go eat food. Yeah, me. I want to eat food. I'm hungry right now. Okay, any final thoughts, theories, questions? I'm just honestly thinking, holy crap, I did not expect the design today. I wasn't even sure that IMU was going to Elbaf. Like, I honestly thought he could even be going into hiding after, all the trouble in Marijoa and all the shit that went down there. Maybe he's just going to, like, bring back some of the knights, and also, I don't know, maybe take a hostage, or, oh gosh, I don't know. Because it just doesn't seem like he can do much. He literally just transported and coughed up blood. But then again, it is fucking IMU, you know? Cherry says her only final comment is, holy crap! How would Cyborg Brook even work? Could you even replace his parts and keep him alive? These are the thoughts I had in this chapter. I'm so curious about the whole IMU's power is devil fruit thing. Oh, that's why someone said, yeah, like the devil fruits. Something about IMU made it possible. I don't know. Confusing. I think Chopper will play a role with fighting IMU, since we saw what he did with the cursed giants. True that. True that. Hype to listen, drums of oppression. Yeah, Emu had his own freaking theme song, right? And it affected everything. It's like the flip side of Luffy's power in a sense, because Luffy makes... But it's also... Because Luffy's power, but it's the awakened version of it, and it makes everything bouncy and fun. And now he's arriving, or Mu is arriving, and everything is being animated, but evilly. But yeah, there was definitely the drums of oppression. I hope they add Kayla sound effects. Send the petition. I didn't have something to... I wanted like 2 giant pans. Clang! Whata! I don't know. I couldn't come up with a sound. And then I thought that would be more clangy. And then it was... Dong, dong. That was just sad. So I went with the next loudest thing that I could see. Maybe Emu could have arrived safely, but he had to make the houses sing his theme, and that's what made him cough up blood. Yeah, he wanted to make an entrance. It's like when people like they have a wedding and they basically destitute themselves paying for it, like just so that they can look, you know, the wedding looks nice, but then what? He just needed everything to look nice. And he's like, oh, okay, just let me aura farm for a minute. That just looked like I was saying he was pooping. But I'm trying to imagine squatting when you're in pain, like, my back. Ugh. Great. Your shoes clapping together would have made a louder... Oh. You mean my Crocs? But yeah, it's kind of louder. Emu has arrived! I'm scared. Wait. Next time. No, I'm joking. Okay, well, next time Emu makes his first giant amazing appearance, I will make sure to remember my shoes. Stop oppressing us. Help! I'm being oppressed! Okay, well, that was amazing. Emu's design is amazing, and I'm so happy that I wasn't spoiled. I don't have much theories, except that I think he's somehow going to do something big, but not too big. He's not wiping anyone out. Oh, God. But it's kind of crazy. Like, think about this. Ace died in the Marineford War. The Emu has arrived. Who could be his voice in the anime? Wait, doesn't he already have a voice, though? I'm just excited. I'm excited that the episode today of the new season, episode 1156, was so well animated, not just for the big moments, but for the whole thing. It was consistent. It was beautiful. And I really hope that they keep that. That's what I want to see all throughout. And if they do that, every episode is going to be a 10 out of 10. To be fair, every episode in Egghead was a 10 out of 10. I am biased, but now I'm going to really, really mean it. We didn't get spoiled because we were being conscious of our screen time. Cherry, I don't know. I blame you. I don't know why, right? But because I never... 2 times this week, I cried because I spent too much time on Instagram and then I felt like shit afterwards. 2 times this week. There were moments when, and it's, I think this has happened to me like almost never. I'm scrolling and I'm like telling myself, stop. Why? Stop. Just one more. Stop. What the hell happened? Like, I never get stuck on freaking Instagram. And then suddenly you were talking about how you need a break from it, and then it got into my head, and I'm like, oh my god, oh my, no, stop. And then I cried. Because I felt it happened like after, I'm pretty sure it was like maybe Thursday and Friday, I don't know, but definitely Friday night after. Yeah, that was definitely Friday night. And I was like, oh, I woke up hungry and I was like, I wasted my time. I don't know why. So anyway, I'm setting a timer for myself. Like, it used to be so easy to, okay, go on Instagram, look at one or two things, go off. And then you made me aware, and then I was like, it was like a self-fulfilling prophecy situation. But yeah. I think also for 3 months, I was not watching series. So my brain was more focused on the one thing. Like, if I was after a stream, I wouldn't watch TV. I would just like maybe play a league game, eat something, and then get ready for bed. Like, it was better. Now I was putting the TV on again, or doing this or doing this. Like, it was like too many things, and like it's like my brain couldn't focus, and so my brain had no control, or something happened. Like, it's crazy. Okay, anyway, One Piece. Amazing episode. I'm thankful that despite getting stuck on Instagram, I don't see anime things on Instagram. I see like, let me see. What's the first thing I see when I open Instagram? Always baby videos. Like, I follow her because she makes videos about her kids. Here she's literally like making an Easter. She does things for her kids like this, right? So that's all I ever see. Okay, I'm refreshing. What's the next thing that I see? Oh, this couple is so cute. Okay, you don't understand why this video is so funny. Because they showed them, they were trying to make, okay, anyway. Then on X, what do I see when I log into X? Art. That's beautiful. Thankfully, that's not a spoiler. Scroll down, art. Scroll down, art. That is literally just Spy Family shoes. That's cool. Damn. Scroll down. I don't even know what that is, but something like this. It looks like a spoiler, but I'm not going to read it. So I don't know what that was. I just scrolled past it. Ooh, art. Scroll down. Oh my lord. Yeah. Look how cute that is. Power eating a blood orange. That is so cute. Art. I could get stuck on X for a long time just looking at art. But if I do it for too long, I would also cry. Because then I would just be judging myself, like, why can't you draw like that? That's literally what happens after doom scrolling. Like, you judge yourself so harshly, man. Because you're comparing, you're scrolling, and you don't mean to, but your brain compares. So you go on, you like a few things, and then you move on. Wait, here's a One Piece thing 4 hours ago. Lost in translation by a Japanese native speaker, Imu's devil fruit is written simply as Akuma no Mi, the devil fruit. Unlike other unique devil fruits that follow the pattern of repeating 2 syllables like Aku Aku or Devi Devi, there's a theory that devil fruits were born from children's imaginations. Oh, that's what someone said earlier. Which could explain why many of them have simple, playful names that even kids can relate to. If that's the case, Imu's Akuma no Mi might carry a different implication. It could represent something not born from imagination, but something created deliberately by adults as a tool for control and oppression. So maybe because kids have a better, stronger imagination, so they created the devil fruits. Like, it was still Vegapunk's theory about quantum physics, quantum mechanics, whatever, and people's minds creating them, but maybe it was mostly children, because children have a stronger belief in things they can't see or prove, right? Children just believe. So maybe once they learned that, some evil, oppressive adults use that power to create something like, I don't know. But this is the first thing that I see, but it was posted 4 hours ago. So it's not something that, me at 60 years old. Aww. I think he's reading One Piece, and then in the next one, he's like crying. Oh, I hope this is all of us at 60, guys. Wait, is that? No, that's My Hero Academia. Oh. Espada. This is for you. Now that you can pause the recordings on Twitch, maybe in a sad scene you can pause, go to Twitter, stay for a long time, and keep recording when you start crying. Good plan. I will remember that the next time a villain has a sad backstory. Okay, wait. Okay. So let me end the video. Thank you for watching, and see you in 2 weeks before the next one. Bye. Amazing chapter. 10 out of 10. So excited for more. Happy Easter.